WildlifeLensTV, WLTV, original documentary. Title: Leopard vs. Hyena. Part 1. Scene 1. When shadows collide. Night does not fall gently on the African savanna. It arrives with weight. Heat lingers in the soil. The wind slows. Sounds sharpen. And in this moment, between day and darkness, survival changes hands. For most animals, night is a time to hide. But for predators, night is permission. Somewhere in the tall grass, a shape moves without sound. Muscles slide beneath spotted skin. Paws touch the earth as lightly as drifting ash. This is the leopard, a hunter shaped by silence. Not far away, the quiet is broken. A chorus of whoops and laughter rolls across the land. Loud, fearless, relentless. These are hyenas, hunters shaped by numbers. They are not enemies by choice. They are rivals by necessity. Because in the wild, hunger does not respect boundaries. And when territories overlap, conflict is inevitable. Tonight, the land offers no refuge. Tonight, shadows and chaos will cross paths. This is not a fight of good versus evil. This is not strength versus weakness. This is strategy versus endurance. This is leopard versus hyena. Scene 2. The leopard, master of silence. The leopard survives by being unseen. Of all Africa's great predators, none rely more on secrecy. Its coat is not decoration. Each rosette breaks the outline of its body, dissolving it into grass, shadow, and moonlight. To prey animals, the leopard is not a shape. It is a mistake, realized too late. Unlike lions, leopards hunt alone. There is no backup, no second chance. Every decision must be perfect, every movement measured. A leopard's shoulders are built for explosive power. Its spine flexes like a loaded spring. In a single leap, it can close the distance between hunger and survival. But strength alone is not enough. The leopard chooses patience. It waits. It studies. It learns the rhythm of its prey. When the moment arrives, the attack is sudden, controlled, efficient. And then comes the climb. Because the leopard knows something others learn the hard way. A kill on the ground is never truly yours. With astonishing strength, the leopard drags its prize upward, sometimes weighing as much as the leopard itself. High in the branches, the meal is safer. Not safe, just safer. But safety in the wild is always temporary. The scent of blood travels far, and some animals specialize not in killing, but in taking. The leopard listens, always, because laughter carries on the night air. And where there is laughter, there are hyenas. Scene 3. The hyena, emperor of numbers. The hyena does not move through the night alone. Where the leopard depends on silence, the hyena depends on certainty. The certainty that it is never truly by itself. Long misunderstood, the hyena is neither scavenger nor coward. It is a hunter, intelligent, resilient, and relentless. A single hyena is cautious. A clan of hyenas is unstoppable. Hyena society is ruled not by strength alone, but by structure. Females dominate. Rank determines access to food, safety, and survival. Every laugh, whoop, and call is a message, a warning, a summons, a declaration of ownership. Hyenas do not rush the hunt. They test, they follow, they wait for weakness. Their greatest weapon is not speed, it is endurance. Hyenas can travel for hours, wearing down prey through sheer persistence. And when the moment comes, they close in together. Their jaws are among the strongest in the animal kingdom, built not just to tear flesh, but to crush bone. What others leave behind, hyenas consume completely. Nothing wasted, nothing spared. But the hyena's power does not lie only in its body. It lies in cooperation. A leopard may be faster, stronger pound for pound, deadlier in a single strike. But against numbers, even the perfect hunter must hesitate. The hyena understands this. It does not challenge the leopard directly. It waits for opportunity. A kill left unattended. A leopard slowed by hunger. A moment of distraction. Because victory for the hyena is not about glory. It is about access. And when laughter echoes through the dark, it is rarely empty-handed. Scene 4. Territory collision. In the wild, conflict is rarely personal. It is geographical. Leopards and hyenas share the same land, the same prey, the same water holes. Boundaries exist, but they are invisible. A leopard marks territory with scent and scratch, a silent warning to rivals it may never meet. Hyenas mark territory with sound, loud, unmistakable, impossible to ignore. When these systems collide, tension follows. A leopard passing through open ground becomes alert. Ears rotate, muscles tighten. Somewhere nearby, hyenas are already aware. They smell the leopard. They hear it move. They track without urgency. The leopard senses danger not because it sees the hyenas, but because the night feels different. This is where the rivalry intensifies. A leopard does not seek confrontation. Injury is a death sentence for a solitary hunter. The hyena understands this weakness. It advances slowly, confident that backup is only a call away. Sometimes, the leopard retreats, choosing survival over dominance. Other times, it stands its ground, elevated, alert, prepared. Trees become fortresses. Rocks become platforms. From above, the leopard regains advantage. But the hyenas do not leave. They wait. They watch. They test the leopard's patience. Minutes stretch into hours. Hunger becomes the deciding factor. The wild does not reward pride. It rewards endurance. And in this silent standoff, neither side has truly won yet. Join us for the concluding part 2 coming up soon. Subscribe to WildlifeLensTV, WLTV, for premium wildlife documentaries. WLTV original documentary. Concluding part 2. Title: Leopard vs. Hyena. Shadow Hunter vs. Laughing Warlord. Full documentary. Scene 5. Stealing the kill. In the wild, killing is only half the battle. Keeping the kill is the real test. For the leopard, every hunt is expensive. Energy spent stalking. Energy spent attacking. Energy spent dragging its prize into safety. A successful hunt should mean rest. But rest is a luxury rarely afforded. The scent of fresh meat travels far, farther than sight, farther than sound. And there are those who specialize in listening for opportunity. Hyenas are not thieves by chance. They are strategists. A lone hyena may approach cautiously, staying just beyond reach. Its goal is not confrontation. Its goal is information. Is the leopard still nearby? Is the kill defended? Is the leopard tired? If the answers are uncertain, the hyena waits, and then it calls. A signal who cuts through the night. Not a challenge. A signal. Minutes later, shadows multiply. What was once a solitary leopard becomes a visible target. Surrounded by movement, by noise, by pressure, the leopard responds instinctively. It climbs. High above the ground, the leopard regains control. From the branches, it snarls, a warning sharpened by desperation. Below, the hyenas gather. They do not rush. They do not panic. They understand time. Hunger grows. Muscles stiffen. Fatigue sets in. The leopard knows this game. Sometimes, it lowers the kill further into the branches, defending it fiercely. Other times, it abandons the prize entirely. Not because it is weak, but because survival demands choice. For the hyenas, patience is rewarded. They consume what remains without hesitation. Bones, scraps, evidence of effort not their own. This is not cruelty. This is efficiency. And in the balance of nature, nothing is wasted. Scene 6. Face-to-face encounters. Most rivalries are decided without contact, but occasionally, paths cross too closely to avoid. A leopard descending from cover. A hyena separated from its clan. These moments are rare and dangerous. The leopard moves first. Its advantage lies in surprise. A sudden burst of speed. A controlled strike meant to end conflict before it begins. Against a lone hyena, the leopard holds the upper hand. But the wild is never static. Sound travels. Vibrations carry. Calls are answered. A hyena in trouble does not fight alone for long. Reinforcements arrive not with stealth, but with confidence. The leopard reassesses. Numbers change everything. Where once it advanced, it now retreats. Where once it dominated, it now calculates. A tree, a rock ledge, higher ground. Elevation restores balance. From above, the leopard is no longer surrounded. It is untouchable. For now. Below, the hyenas test boundaries. They feint. They circle. They wait for a mistake. But mistakes are costly for everyone involved. An injured leopard cannot hunt. An injured hyena risks losing rank, or worse. And so, most encounters end without a clear victor. Not with dominance. Not with defeat. But with withdrawal. Because in the wild, survival is not about winning fights. It is about avoiding the ones that cannot be won. Scene 7. WHO really wins? In the wild, victory is rarely permanent. There are no trophies, no final battles, only outcomes measured in survival. When the leopard and the hyena cross paths, the result is never simple. On its own terms, the leopard is unmatched. It chooses when to move, when to strike, when to disappear. In moments of precision, the leopard prevails. A single ambush, a perfectly timed leap, a kill secured in silence. But the leopard pays a price for independence. Alone, it must defend everything by itself. Every meal, every injury, every mistake. The hyena plays a different game. It does not need perfection. It needs persistence. Where the leopard excels in moments, the hyena excels over time. A clan absorbs loss, shares risk, spreads responsibility. One hyena may fall behind. Another takes its place. Strength is shared. Hunger is communal. In open ground, the balance shifts. Numbers overwhelm precision. In dense cover or high branches, the leopard regains control. The environment becomes the referee. Trees favor the climber. Darkness favors the silent. Distance favors the many. So who wins? The answer is neither. In both, the leopard survives by avoiding conflict. The hyena survives by enduring it. Each predator thrives not by eliminating the other, but by adapting around it. This is not a rivalry that ends. It is a balance that continues. Scene 8. Final reflection. Law of the night. As the night gives way to dawn, the savannah exhales. Footprints fade. Calls fall silent. The land resets. The leopard descends from the trees. Hunger tempered by caution. The hyenas move on. Their laughter dissolving into distance. No territory has truly changed hands. No score has been settled. Because the wild does not operate on conclusions. It operates on continuation. Every predator here plays a role. The leopard reminds the land of precision, of patience, of restraint. The hyena reminds it of cooperation, of resilience, of persistence. Remove one, and the balance breaks. This is not a story of heroes and villains. It is a story of necessity, of lives shaped by hunger, guided by instinct, and governed by consequence. In the end, the savannah does not belong to the loudest voice, nor the sharpest claw. It belongs to those who understand its rules, adapt, or disappear. As the sun rises once more, the rivalry sleeps, not resolved, not forgotten, waiting, because when night falls again, the story begins anew. Subscribe to WildlifeLensTV, WLTV, for premium wildlife documentaries.